So I get a call today from my son and he says, "Dad, I think one of my hives is swarmed." And he got a call from his wife saying that there's a big cloud of bees in the yard. So turns out that about 15-20 feet away we find in this apple tree, I don't know if you can see that with the sun, I'm trying to get an angle here. See if we can zoom in on that. Can you see that? So now what we have is a setup here right below it. We've got a medium, I have a medium hive here that has foundation in it. It's just plain foundation, 10 frames. I've got just an empty box to kind of give them some space, and then the goal is to trim that limb and gently lay the swarm in there. So here we go. Okay. This is the difficult part because I've got to hold the branch with one hand and try to cut it with my other hand. Okay. Now I'm just trying to trim some of these branches off. Now what will be ideal is if we saw a queen. And so here's the swarm, and thought I was just going to drop it in there, but I think I'm going to have to shake those off into there. Well, it's hard for me to do this with one hand here. I'm going to turn this off and then perhaps turn it back on. I would like to be able to set the entire branch inside here and then just let them sit for a while. Let's see if I can get it. It's not going to fit very well. This one without getting any bees. There. Follow what I'm doing here. I'm just kind of trimming these branches off so that I can fit the lid down over here. And bees generally, in this stage, when they don't have a hive to protect, most of the time they're not very aggressive. Now, just as I say that, I'm going to get stung, but I haven't been stung yet today. If we take a look at these bees right here, can you see them up there with their tail up in the air, fanning? Generally, that would tell us that. Generally, that would tell us that, or tells the other bees that there's a queen in here, and there's a queen in here, and I'm giving you the pheromones where they're at.
I probably did.
And so, come on, just get on in there. So what would be ideal is if they're doing that fanning process at the entrance here. Now let's just kind of stand back here and watch and see if those bees start to go inside. That's at the crack between the two boxes. And this, one just fell over. You see those bees there? They are fanning, saying, "Mama's inside." Pulled out the 5th frame on the bottom box, and there is a queen cell. Now that's going to be probably out of focus. Is it in focus?
Yep.
So there is some brood here, not much. Some drone brood. I see a larva in there. No, that's not a larva. That's pollen. Pretty sure. So I don't really want to bother them too much. They're trying to make them a queen. I do want to check this one more frame, the next frame over. And that's probably why I suspect it was this hive that has swarmed. There must have been too many, I must have dumped too many bees in here, and they felt like they needed to go somewhere else. This is all honey here. A lot of drones, but no, and it's a lot of young bees. There's some worker drone, or worker brood, and there's another queen cell right there. Okay, let's just leave them alone, and we will check them. We'll check them in about a month and see how they're accommodating themselves. Well, that cell was capped, so probably within a week the queen should emerge, and then another week from that should go out on a mating flight. So in about 3 or 4 weeks, we should be able to go back in and check this one, and then see if in fact there's